Yeah, correction, Carlos I was getting the subscriber, glitch where it wasn't showing up my, subscribe list, but he actually had uploaded it, 2 more. So yeah, anyway, it's day 5, and there hasn't been really much. I'm out right now. I'm getting, hope to get a tea from Tim Hortons and some pop to do with those chips I bought, or during the storm. And, not much else. I got ready for, the storm. I made sure I had extra bottled water down and all that, so, and my power pack's charged. So yeah. This is the Tim Hortons in, Bridgetown. So it's day 5, and since I haven't done much, I did cook, some chicken breasts too. But, might as well talk about, something that has to do with 5, and I could talk about Junpei from, Zero Escape, but we're gonna talk about Alex Esposito from Lifeline Crisis Line. Yeah, it's kind of connected to yesterday's anyway. So the thing is with Crisis Line, they did a hype, and I got it on early release, like there wasn't even a, like, screenshots or anything to the Play Store. It was listed in beta still, and got it early. I waited to play it because I didn't really feel right. I don't like playing the games too early from when general release, because I did it with Whiteout and it was so hard to keep everything like bottled up Like I tend to get them on early release usually, or even a week early, like halfway to Infinity, because I'm in Canada. Anyway, I got it early, so I could participate in like the speculation and the trail and all that. Yeah, so I played it, and when I played it, it was most of the summer I spent besides from work, pretty much pound the pavement. Resumes, doing cover letters, going to businesses, cold calling, just constant, you know. So it was getting rough. Like, I was sick too, but mostly it was just such a drag, like it was getting soul crushing. And so one weekend I went to the farmer's market in Annapolis Royal, and I thought, well, I'll take a break for today. It was a Saturday. I got waffles, and then I went and sat on a bench on the boardwalk and decided to start Lifeline Crisis Line. And so I played. I had a little bit of problem because when I updated the beta to the regular release, it crashed. But yeah, so I really, like, at the time, I enjoyed it, like, but Alex, it was, with Alex, like, with Taylor, it was pure love, like, right from the get-go, like, sun, you know, and with Alex, it was more like a blooming, like, sunflower, is what I've compared it to before. Like, it was slow, but it's just, you know, spreading love over the months after, and just, you know, rereading and talking about it. Just, I think Alex might be my favorite protagonist. Like, Taylor is still, you know, Taylor, like, I love Taylor, but I relate it really with Alex. Anyway, yeah, because also at the time, I was, as I said yesterday, I was withdrawing. Like, I figured I had to be alone because, like, it didn't matter. Because I did try reaching out, as I said, and not overexert it myself. And I was getting, I just got to the point where I figured I had to work, like, survive and keep going, like, do my job, try to find employment, try to improve my life. And, but that I had to do it without any support. Like, no friendship, all that. So, yeah, that's kind of what struck with me with Crisis Line, because Alex has, his lesson thing in it is that it's alright to get help, that it doesn't make you weak, that being alone isn't the only way to be strong. A lot of his is he thinks he has to help people. Like, he had to help his sisters when he grew up, and he had to. And he went to the police because it amounted to, like, stability and whatnot. And he just thought he had to be the strong light to pull people out of the darkness, that he had to be who people could depend on instead of depending on others. And it got to be he wasn't coping well at all. And with me, it was more, you know, I didn't feel I had a place in anyone's life, and I got my tea and relocated back because it was kind of really cold. Yeah, it also during past year I was going through a breakup with a longtime friend, like from best friends since like 2005. So over 11 years. But the salient fact is it wasn't good for a while. Like, I felt more like she was just friends out of obligation, and never seemed to say the right thing. It was, or worse, I thought I had the right thing. I thought I had a good topic or something, and it was, you know, she had outgrown interests that we had shared, and it wasn't good. I got to the point I was kind of scared of responses. But I was the one that actually, you know, flipped the kill switch, you know, gave up. And I still have, you know, bits of, oh God, what have I done? And the sickness in like, the pit of my stomach over how irreversible things are, like, past the point. But, yeah, so I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just wanted to, like, keep doing my job, keep looking for work, you know, continuing, but I didn't really, like, I did stuff I enjoyed, like, I, you know, went to farmer's market, had waffles, things like that. Went and seen the scenery, on, like, the orchard tour, for Cider Fest, stuff like that. It just, I didn't feel like socializing with anyone. Like, I felt I had to be alone because there's so much I had to deal with alone, and it didn't matter if I reached out. But yeah, so I played Crisis Line, and that's what stuck with me with it. The whole, how you don't have to be alone. Like, I am not, you know, overexerting myself, like, even Alex in game, like, when he took breaks, like, if you want it, like, there's an option where you can choose to have him go to a park, or go to, get comics. He'll take time, he'll get, treat himself, like, to tacos or the long line of barbecue. Stuff like that. So it's not, you know, because I also had the problem of I will keep pushing myself because I feel like a failure or lazy if I don't. So it's good to take a break too. And like, there's still the whole bit of, like, you know, just a game, fictional character, you know, just silly to take something from that, but it's kind of advice you get from real people too. So I joined the Lifeline Discord and chatted and interacted with the community more and fans, and made some, well, I guess friends. Still rather say peeps. And yeah, so it's good. But yeah, Alex more spread the love for Alex Esposito. And it's sad that Lila has said that it was a planned sequel. It wasn't supposed to be the cut-off ending as it was. Because I worried when we got it. It was, you know, the type of setup, you know, where the game could be over, or like an end to the character, or it could be continued. Like, you know how some do that, like it's the soft ending. like shows do it, like Forever did it. Like they wrapped things up, but they still left it open that it could have been continued. And yeah, but even like the game itself, it is really good. Like the way it handles time management. Like some things are a bit cliched and expected, and like who the killer ends up being. But then again, you have to go through so much to actually find the evidence for that. So in the end, it's kind of, you work towards it. But yeah, it's anyway. So it's sad. There's no more planned Alex games. But Dave has said that he wants to have the character still in the universe, and he even called Alex the most human protagonist that they had, which is, I think is really correct. Like even things like there's a part where Alex buys an iffy burger from a hipster fast food place and sits in the car and decides that he's too stressed and it's not appetizing enough and ends up binning it. And that was really relatable to me because and I think it's relatable to most people. But there's just things like, but then there's parts where he acts like a hard-boiled detective, like with the old, like his heart sinking into his stomach as helping, like, waiting the elevator down, like that part where he wants to comfort that lawyer office worker and doesn't have time, so he feels guilty and upset and wants to sink down with the elevator. And parts where he like if you go to the park, I haven't played that part, I haven't gone back and read it because I chose the comic route, but even the getting annoyed at the hippies with their banjo. and the game kind of truncates the names into one word, so it doesn't work, but it's actually programmed to work, and Lila had it too. If you use D's Nuts as your name in Crisis Line, Alex gets really pissed, and you'll permanently start calling you Ted. And even when he's pouring his heart out, like how this newfound trust and we're gonna go catch a murderer and all that, he still calls the player Ted. He's still so pissed off that you use D's Nuts as a name. It's like, even if that's your real name, I'm not gonna call you by it. So yeah. Like even the Sam one, where if you call yourself Alex, he'll say he's gonna call you Sam, which is we found out from Lila that it's an allusion to one of the police that she worked with as a source for it that couldn't use his real name, or their real name, so went by Sam M. Yeah, if you call yourself Alex, it's like we can't both be Alex. I'll call you Sam. Sam's a fine name for anyone. So yeah, but it doesn't actually, in the game code, doesn't switch the character's name to Sam. He'll call you Alex later. But with D's Nuts, he'll permanently switch your name to Ted. Oh, and it makes me laugh. He's so pissed off. I know it's mostly a game limitation, didn't think to ask later on, like, well, what's your real name? But it makes me laugh. I love angry Alex, because he doesn't get angry very much, which is also another thing that relates to me. I mostly, if I'm angry, I will withdraw, I will get frustrated, I will mope and bottle it up and cry, and don't really, have outbursts, but Alex has, like with the D's Nuts one, and also, with, Marvin, and also, like when you tell him to be a bad cop, and, like if you pull over Marvin, and, there's also, when he goes to get his phone back, he's so pissed off, he's like, I don't care, like, he doesn't care, that's how angry he is, he's just gonna go confront, the green-eyed woman, and it's great, because, he's such, like, and Light, and a few others, like, Titan and stuff from the Discord and the community in general, both, like, agree, that, yeah, that, he's not the cliched, like, hero, like, detective hero character. He's soft, he's kind, he's considerate, he's, like, I just love Alex so much. Oh, anyway, yeah, and that also led, when I finished the game, like, I tweeted Lila that I loved the game and I loved Alex, and she responded, like, Alex loves you too, and Dave, in the talk to Dave had the like, if the creator says something in caps or whatnot, that, it's canon. So the community kind of latched on to the Alex loves, you know, me, Sarah, Captain, you know, too. So now they had a bit of, like, the joke of the Captain Alex, shipping, which makes me laugh, because I haven't been part of a community in a while, and, to be part of, like, two of the main memes, like the grapes, and, to be thought of with that, it, really helped. But yeah, so, while I was writing, a really, like, angsty, fanfic about Alex, that she was requested to write by, Not a Cookie. And, yeah, so I joked that I should write just, you know, Alex and I go get fries, like, you know, just silliness. I actually sat and wrote it. It's one of my longest, works that I've uploaded to, Archive of Our Own, and it's also the one that has had the most, popularity, support, bookmarks, kudos. Yeah. Even 2 comments. The only one of my works that actually has comments on it. And even though I've uploaded for years and, have stuff I'm more proud of, like, because again, the thing is, it was really platonic when I first wrote it, and then they're like, when I was writing it, it's like, they're like, well, they kept egging for more shippiness, so it got more shippy. But, yeah, honestly, if Alex was a real person, and it was real, you know, the lifeline, like, even though it's nice for the immersion to feel like it's real. But, yeah, I wouldn't, be, like, you know, like, all crushing, you know, burdening myself, to him. But, just fun to have the fun in the community. So yeah, this is a ramble about Alex Esposito. So, I don't think I'll upload this as a daily blog. I think I'll, record a different one.